hello. I guess I'm stuck doing it this way. Anyways, folks. Sorry. I have to do it in here on the phone because the grandbaby is in the bedroom. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hey, how are you doing? I'm trying to get this thing to work out right. Trying to figure out what's going on here, Susan. Hopefully it's working. Last weekend, I don't know what happened. Or last week, I don't know what happened. It didn't appear that. Um, well, it appeared that there were people on there, but nobody was saying anything. So I don't know if the comments were turned off during the live stream or whatever. But nobody could comment. My girlfriend texted me and let me know that she couldn't text, she couldn't write anything. So filter all messages. I am doing okay. Just super tired last week. Your comments were turned off. Yes. That's what I'm like, what in the world happened? But I was on the computer last week and I thought it might be because the grandbaby was with me, which I put him to bed early tonight and I said, I'll do this in the living room. And I tried to do it sideways. I don't know why my phone wouldn't do it, but anyways. Hello. Don't know who Connor Jones is. Probably getting a little bit of trolling going on here. Hey, Diane. Let's see. Don't know who Gail Brown is, but hello. Snow Wolf, hello. Thank you. Those were, where did I get those? Diane, did I get those from you? And the stuff that you gave me? My nose is itching off now. Hello, the Simmons gang. So it's been a crazy week. Today I have been unpacking all day long. That heater is freaking me out because it should be blowing warm air. It's keeping the house warm, but it's cool air coming out of the ducts. Is that weird or what? I've never experienced that. Of course, in Florida we didn't use very much heat at all. So I'm used to it blowing hot from the air conditioner that I had. Hello, Brenda. Where are you going? Not going anywhere. How old am I? That's a strange question to ask. We may have our hands full, Brenda. Um, uh, okay, so this week has been filled with grandbaby, and he is finally potty trained. I believe totally, because now he's going on his own without any problem. And I am so tickled that I get to take him home and she don't have to worry about that anymore except for at night. Did I put a diaper on him tonight? Yes. No, I didn't. Mm. Well, I'm not anywhere near that. Grudging on the potty training, not a fun thing to go through. It's not too bad, but I should probably run back there and put a diaper on him. I'm not gonna worry about it. He's on a pad. When am I going on Halloween? I don't do Halloween. Anyways, it has rained like a misty rain for 2 days now, so I had trouble bringing things into the house to unbox, but I did get a lot of stuff unboxed from this trip. It's just been taking me for a while, taking its toll. Excuse me. Um, I will say it's a little strange. Um, when I start to watching the series, I use the Fire Stick, and when I start using the series on different shows, I'll get a couple of seasons in and it won't play anymore unless I buy it. And I'm like, so him and I were watching Dr. Quinn. He really likes Dr. Quinn. So we were watching it and it got to the third season and it wouldn't let me play the third season without buying it something. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Today was windy and stormy. Will not dance for me like it was like raindrops everywhere when I got off school. Mm. Yeah, it pretty much has rained all day long today. I did. I love that show too. In fact, I told somebody about it and they made a scoffing action, and I was like, "What is your problem?" They didn't like the Waltons either, and I'm like, "They're two very uh, classic shows," and I don't. She probably doesn't like Mayberry, um, or the Andy Griffith Show or anything like that either. I'm like, whatever. And it was somebody I could not believe it. I just was like, oh well. That's why the world goes around. That's why there's so many shows on TV, because everybody doesn't like the same thing. Wow. Let me tell you, it's rained so badly in Brevard, where I came from, that the roads are falling in and getting washed away and stuff. It's pretty sad. I think I've decided to wait until probably Monday or Tuesday to go back home and take the baby. See, I saw the rain in Georgia on the news. Some people in Titusville are still trapped in their homes, and some are going to work by kayak. We don't normally get that much rain unless we have hurricane. Exactly, Diane. Um, my cousin lives in Merritt Island, and it has come all the way up in her yard and into her garage, which is really sad. And she's kind of a prepper, so I'm really concerned about all of her prep stuff, you know? But it is what it is, right? Um, so it has been very interesting. Um, the rabbits are doing really well. I am going to um, I'm going to skip the what do you call it? I'm going to make that structure out there for the macaw that's left, and um, I'm going to put the rabbits in there and the quail in that whole big thing, because um, it's big enough for all of them, and that way maybe I can trap the um, uh, so I can get the manure for composting and such. Sorry for your cousin. I hope your home in Cocoa is okay. Well, nobody has been up there. Um, and I can see what's going on there all the time. And I take the cameras and look down at the ground and everything, and I don't have any water standing, so I'm not concerned about that. Even though my yard does pretty much get soggy. We had rain like crazy here at the first of the month for like 2 straight weeks. Wow. Praying for everyone affected by the flood. Sorry for your family. Thank you, Susan. It's just it's just kind of crazy. You know, it has flooded before, um, but this is a really crazy flooding because where it normally floods, it's not flooding. Like, for instance, now it could have changed from the time I spoke to my sister until now, but normally uh, the river road up to my mom's is so flooded that you can't get in or out, and usually happens during the hurricanes and such. Um, so I don't know. She said it wasn't flooded, just had a few inches, and I'm like, because they had friends come in and she was warning them, and she said I was so surprised, Kathy, when I went down through there. So, um, we are doing a raffle thingy at my church for a some kind of rifle, and I've been trying to figure out who I can sell tickets to. Um, I've sold a couple, but not very many. And um, let's see, what else have I been doing? Oh, we went to a fall festival. My nose is itching. Saturday. Somebody's coming to see me. Hope not in the dark. Um, so Saturday, I took the baby, or he's not a baby anymore. He's 3 years old. So I don't remember when his birthday is, but anyways, he's doing really well. He enjoyed himself at the church, but I will say I was a little embarrassed. You know, potty training, you get them to go wherever they can, especially boys. It's easier, you know, they can go around a bush and go to the bathroom. Well, he did really good for the fall festival, but when it came around time for the I'm sorry I'm moving so much, but when it came around for the church service Sunday morning, we get done with church and I'm talking to the pastor and uh, some friends of mine, John and Jennifer, and I think Sonia, pastor's wife, was standing there too, and we were all just gabbing away. And then Brian, one of the deacons, came up and said to me, "Hey, Kathy, isn't that your grandson? That little one that came with you yesterday?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I just wanted you to know that he's out there. His pants are down and he's holding his diaper up like this." I'm telling you, I was so embarrassed. I said, "Oh no, he probably pooped himself and he didn't want to get in trouble." I went out there and he had to potty, so he pulled his diaper off and went to the bathroom. He says, "I pee-peed, Nanny." I'm like, "You crack me up, buddy." I could swear he's talking to himself in there. I know he's sound asleep. He hit that bed, and 10 minutes later he was out. I mean, he was pretty tired today. I turned I turned so red. Brian just laughing, and everybody else is just laughing and shaking their head. I said, "Leave it to me to have a grandson." Thank God, all of the kids at church are boys. I don't think there's one girl, except for, well, that comes regularly on the Sunday morning services. It's kind of funny. So, anyways, we got a good laugh out of that. And then it's just been a very lazy, um, productive. I say lazy because I haven't been able to work outside very much. I did get my green stalks almost all filled. I got some um what do you call it? The the stuff I got is like a pine bark um soil stuff. I don't know how to explain it. They say it's good for gardening and stuff like that. It's real lightweight. So what I did is I filled it all up with those, and some of the plants that I transferred had pretty much the same stuff in the bags that I bought that I had planted. So I planted the one purple one that I brought back from Florida. I planted that with all of the I want to say it's a collard, but I don't think it's a Georgia collard. I think it's a different kind of collard, and I don't remember. I want to say purple collard, something like that. But I can't wait to taste it. Um, I made. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I made such delicious meals this week. A couple of nights we had pinto beans, fried potatoes, cornbread, and mustard greens. My mustards are coming in really beautifully right now. I could let them be huge, huge leaves, but I've got so many out there, I might as well pick them while they're younger, and they'll continue to get bigger. Something has been eating on my what do you call it? My cabbage. So what I thought I would do next time, this is a learning experience this time. I am trying to learn everything I can from this fall gardening season. Number one, I know that when I put these, I've got to get some real, probably, what do they call that stuff? Connex or something like that. That they put. Who was it I seen? I seen Justin Rhodes use them, and I want to say it's Connex. They put wire into them to run wire, but I'd like to bend some of them and make hoops for my garden. That will be a little stronger, a little bit better, that I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about it. So Yes, I did. I did, Susan. Hello, creative boy. Sorry I missed that you came in. Um, let's see. I caught him or her quite some time ago. Now I've got two rabbits in one cage, and I thought they were both males, but the black rabbit is a female, and the white rabbit is a male. So he's been doing the business. And I'll probably have babies in the next few weeks. Of course, it's cold, so I've got to get some inexpensive plywood and make some little what do you call those things? Little hutches for them. I'm also going to purchase some plywood and make the dogs a um, like a little house thing to get them up off of that concrete floor, because I think that concrete's going to be cold this winter, and so I want to get them up off the floor, and it'll having them a little house in there will also keep them from getting too wet, because right now they're having to stay in a certain spot, and I'd rather them be able to move about the whole thing. I've got to get better top over top of them, and everything's going pretty good. I mean, I just got to finish emptying out that um, trailer, and as soon as I get that trailer emptied, I could go back to Coco, but I believe because I can't remember if it was Becky or you, Diane, told me about 95 being really bad. You can always bring the mama bunny inside during the cold weather with a dog kennel. I had a house bunny for years. It was best friends with my little dog. Yeah, I've got things to do that. But I swore that I wouldn't, after I put Ginger outside, I swore I wouldn't have any more animals in the house. It must have been Becky. Yeah, it probably was. So figuring out, well, it could have been my cousin too. I don't know. Anyways, I think I've decided to wait until Monday, because if I try to go home right now, it's raining here. It'll be raining in Florida, and I'll have to drive through all that mess anyways. And then I'll have to try to pack things and move things out. So I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait until Monday, and probably come down. I could leave here Sunday night maybe, or Sunday after church. But either way, I'm going to wait until next week, because I think it's just safer for me and the baby. And it's been emotional. I have to say, this week has been very emotional, trying to go through boxes of things that I'm finding that are hard to hard to keep my emotions, and I'm trying my best not to show any emotions like tears and stuff in front of the baby, but um, I really miss my mom, and I really miss Linda, and I'm finding stuff from both of them that I just, yeah. Uh, I showed Diane, I don't know if I showed you guys or not, or told you about the little precious moments thing. I will get that and show it to you guys, because I don't know if I showed it to y'all or not. My daughter made this. Most of y'all know that she was in a wheelchair for the better part of her life. And she did this before she died. Not long before she died. And it says wheelchair for sale. And it's got a little halo over it. And she's up on the cloud. So she knows she's in heaven. And I just... That one was a little hard. And the baby keeps getting it and saying, Aunt Linda's in heaven. So I had to kind of put it up and say, okay, this is not to play with now. And just little things, you know. Just little things that pull at your heartstrings, you know. And like I said, him and I have been watching Dr. Quinn a lot, and they've had some really tearjerkers on there too. So gotta try to keep a good frame of mind for the little booger. But he's so proud of himself every time he goes to the bathroom. He has been potty trained for pottying. It's the number 2 that he has problems with, pooping in the toilet, or he had problems. Now he's very excited. I told him, I said, well, if you poop in the potty, I'll give you an ice cream. So I got a package of ice cream sandwiches. And every time he pooped in the potty, I didn't care what time of day it was, he can have an ice cream sandwich. Well, he got to having 2 a day. And I'm like, okay, now I need to change this. So now I'm down to giving him a little, they're like little round sugar ball peppermint things. I don't even know where I got them, but I'll never eat them. And I've got a whole jar of them over there. So every time, I'm sorry I missed what you said, Susan. Every time I get a chance and he's going to the bathroom, right, I give him one of those. But it's so funny now. Before the beginning of the time of him being here, he would say, thank you. It is beautiful. She did a good job on it. I'd say, do you gotta go potty? He'd say, I know how to poo-poo. I know how to poo-poo. I said, well, we're gonna try, okay? Well, he started going. I said, if you go to the bathroom and go poo poo in the toilet, I will give you an ice cream sandwich. So we worked ourselves up. Now he's gotten candy, right? He is thrilled to death. And every time he has to have pictures of it to send to his mother. I said, only this family would send pictures of a toilet bowl with poop in it. But he has to send it. He's so proud of himself. I said, okay, I'll send whatever you want me to, buddy. And now he's going to the bathroom on his own, and he's not telling me he's going to go to the bathroom. He's just getting on the toilet and doing his business and then coming and get me. Before, he would go and hide and go do his business, and then he'd finally come around and be like, I need to get changed, you know? I bet Becky really loved those pictures. I don't know if she loved them or not, but she sure was excited that he's doing it. And and the other kids are raving him on. His dad's raving him on. It's so cute, you know. It just really is absolutely adorable. I made this is funny. This is really funny. I made fried apple pies, 2 days in a row. And he says to me, I had given him, what did I give him? Oh, we went over to Wilman Michael's, and Michael can't help it but to spoil every child that comes in the house. And Jace is I think one of his favorites. Because he gets on to me all the time. All the time. You leave that boy alone. You leave that boy alone. I said, Michael, stop it. You're not going to give him a bunch of junk. He gives him candy and all kinds of stuff. So Lance was hitting me up because their daughter Kim also spoiling him and giving him honey buns, right? So he knows where the honey bun drawer is. So Michael goes and grabs him and says, come on, buddy. What you find in here? What do you want in here? And he's like, he said, there's a honey bun if you want one. And I said, I went to spell honey bun, and this is how I spelt it. Honny. I said, no, that ain't right. I said, what the heck's wrong with me? I know how to spell honey. I just busted out laughing. And I said, Michael, don't you dare give him one. What'd he do? Right on there. Anyways, so he decided he wanted an oatmeal Little Debbie stuffed cake, whatever. And he got it. I'm like, oh my God, this child's going to be spoiled to death when he gets home. Becky ain't going to be able to stand him. There's no need to retract your post. Yes, we agree. It's beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if that hurts me when people retract their posts. I don't know how that works, but unless it's something dirty, I wouldn't worry about how you say anything. I just can't get over him. He's so much fun. And it's so weird how different every one of my grandkids are. I see little teeny things that they are kind of like each other, but they are so like night and day, most of them. It is too funny. My oldest grandson is at Civil Air Patrol tonight, and they're having their little Halloween get together, little Halloween party thing. Because he's got Wednesday night Silver Patrol. But yeah, there. Oh, and those of you guys that were helping me pray for Connor, he had his tonsils and adenoids removed on Monday, and he's doing good. I talked to Becky tonight. I mean, Ashley tonight, and she said he's doing really good. And then, of course, he got on the phone and talked to me. So it's kind of cool. Hopefully, I'll get to see them whenever I get down there. She's starting a new job. She got a new job at some new restaurant in Vieira, and it'll be paying her $1 extra an hour, and she'll only be working 5 days a week instead of 6 days a week or something like that. I think she's working 7 days a week right now because they will only give her so many hours a day. You know, restaurants are funny. They don't want full-time employees. But trying to think what else is going on. Wilma is doing much better. In fact, Tuesday she'll go back to the oncologist and have her blood work done and see whether or not she can start back on the chemo Friday. So they're just trying to make sure that they keep it. She'll have to do this for the rest of her life. Just very sad. But she is doing better, and that's what matters. It wasn't time. God said it wasn't time. I don't know if I told you guys I'm making, I'm purchasing a couple of Connexes to make, I don't know what to call it. One side's going to be for sewing and crafting, and the other side's going to be for my ceramic stuff. And I have to get, I've got to get power and everything to them. They're gonna, one of the reasons too why I want to stay here for the weekend is because they're gonna be putting the, laying the footers or whatever, the base for the Connexes to come and sit on. And which is kind of cool. And what I'm going to do is they're going to be sitting right next to each other with a space in between, and I'm going to put a roof over both of them and I want it to hang over on one side and hang over on the other side just as well, so that I can put things on the sides of it to, you know, hang things out there or whatever. I'd like to paint it really pretty. Have like, maybe even make it to where it looks like just trees. So it'll blend in with the background. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. I haven't really figured it out exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm looking forward to getting those. Did you go to Atlanta in the rain yesterday? Happy to hear Connor is doing well, and Willa is doing better. No, I didn't. I didn't. Wasn't going to go to Atlanta. I don't know why. I must have said Atlanta, but I always go to Augusta. Um, but I think I'm going to. I think tomorrow I'm going to take the truck to Thompson and check out the prices of lumber at there's an Ace Hardware there. I forget the name of it. Michael told me the name of it, but I need to get plywood to build um, the dog's dog house. I've got to build it big enough for both of them. So, never ending battle. But I think I need to put a floor on it to get them up off the ground, off of that concrete for the winter. I think that'll be a good thing for the winter. See, that air conditioner came on heat, and it's blowing cold air. But it's staying warm in here. I don't know how in the world it's staying warm because it's blowing cold air. I need to get somebody to come out here and check it and find out why it's doing that. Your friend Lance tagged you in a post that you were going to Atlanta at 3 a.m. yesterday. He said it wasn't a good day. I sent you the text. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. No, he was going to Atlanta. Sometimes I think he talks in his phone like I do, and I think it gets it mixed up. That's my pastor, and he takes he's got a job driving for a plant some kind of plant company out of Thompson, and he takes plants back and forth to Atlanta and all around. And I don't know what the bad day was. I read the post, but I didn't quite understand why he was having a bad day. Please be very careful with ceramics and wear a face mask. The dust coming off them can hurt your lungs. I've done ceramics all my life. I do know that that can be very hard on your lungs, so that's why I want to. The ceramic thing I'm putting outside. I mean, the ceramics will be inside the one Connex, but we clean and do all the preparations to do it outside of there. That's what I want the center part for is just a little table there and so the dust doesn't collect too. I'm sorry, Diane. I should have cleared that up better than that. I thought you were just sending me a thing about him. He never did say any more about it. I don't know. Hopefully he didn't have an accident or something. I don't know. I'll have to look and ask him if he had a better day or something. All I could do was pray about it, you know. But yeah. Sometimes it's hard when you're a truck driver trying to maneuver. I've seen people do the stupidest things to truck drivers. They think that getting in front of them and slowing down is okay. Because they just wanted to pass them. They wanted to be in front of them. Well, let me tell you something. It is so dangerous. When you when you are in front of a truck driver and you have to slam on your brakes, they can run over you in a heartbeat. Aw, sorry. Um, and these motorcycles, I've seen them go right up in between two trucks. All they have to do is get a shift of wind and he will get squished in there. It's ridiculous. Totally, totally, every bit ridiculous. I don't understand motorcyclists. And I'm not talking about Harley riders, I'm talking about these crotch rocket kids that are being stupid. I mean, they do some stupid stuff. I used to have to drive on 95. Um, it's one of the main. It's the main highway, I guess, all the way from the beginning of Florida all the way down to the tip. um, and this one motorcyclist would do stunts on his motorcycle every single morning. And me and Ashley are like, what is wrong with this idiot? One of these days he's going to get killed. It's just ridiculous. I mean, he would literally stand up on his motorcycle and stuff. I'm like, why? Going 70 miles an hour too. Stupid. Stupid was written all over his head. Just saying. Wow, my time has flown tonight. I I'm hoping that tomorrow I can get that lumber and get it back to the house. If not, I'm going to have to go to Greensboro and get it there. I'd rather go to Greensboro than going to Augusta because I really like the store in Greensboro better. And then I can eat it at Chick-fil-A. Um, have an afternoon little outing with my grandbaby. Or I can just take peanut butter and jelly sandwich and I'm out of bread. I need to go to Publix when I'm down there too. That's the only place where I've seen Publix here, so maybe I'll run into Publix and see what they've got. And hopefully they've got decent prices there. But hopefully some of the stores here are just they're just not that great, to be honest with you. I mean, Walmart's okay in Thompson, but the IGA is just I can't shop there. The girls shop there all the time, but we also shop at Sam's, and um, they have a Piggly Wiggly here in Warrenton. That's really kind of yucky. Hey, Nancy. Um, hello, Asa. Um, So the Piggly Wiggly is pretty disgusting. And I just I'll buy a canned good or something like that from someplace that is a little sketchy if it's got a good date on it or whatever. But I don't want to buy bread from them. I don't want to buy stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is maybe I'll just go on to Greensboro tomorrow and go to Publix and everything anyways. Or I could price the lumber in Thompson and then go to Greensboro, and if it's cheaper in Greensboro, get it in Greensboro, and if it's more expensive, I can come back to uh, Thompson and get the lumber since it's closer to me. But I figure if I get bread or something like that, I can get enough it'll last me for a couple of weeks until I can make it to Sam's or to a good store again. I just really don't want to shop, like in the other stores now. I will buy milk, or I think I bought a tomato at Walmart and a head of lettuce. And I got some baby greens from there also. But there's so many better stores in Augusta that it's not funny. You would not believe. You would think that it would be stores that were run down and gross, being that that's a bigger city. I'm not finding that. I'm finding nice, clean, beautiful, brand new stores. Diane, I don't remember that name of that store that you took me to right offhand. Where we got the cherries. They've got one of them there, and then they've got this other store that's got a close name to that I got all my coffee grounds, which I want to go there too. And while I'm in town tomorrow, I'm going to have to go by Starbucks and see if I can't get more coffee grounds for my garden. There's a lot of things I got to do. Fresh Market, yes. And I want to say the other one is I can't remember the name of that new one that I went to. And I also went to a like a chef's outlet store, American something other, that I really like too. And yes, Fresh Sprouts. I think that was it. Fresh Sprouts, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, they're much better in Augusta. The grocery stores. So, but tomorrow I think I'm going to go to Greensboro. Kill a couple of stones. I love Sprouts Farmers Market. Yep. Well, y'all got to tell me what your prayers are tonight so we can go ahead and pray, and I can let y'all off here. Keep Becky in your prayers because she's feeling better. She went back to the doctor. She still has no clue what's going on. They went ahead and ordered her a mammogram and I believe with ultrasound. I'm not sure. But anyways, so You look great. Give your little buddy some love from me for both of you. I can't wait to see you, Diane. I'll be glad to see you this time because I know you'll be all over that sickness and hopefully much better. I've got to take my shot. I have been every time I think about it, it's at nighttime and I don't want to take it at night because it'll keep me up. I will definitely do that, Nancy. Thank you, Diane. How's your daughter doing, Brenda? Put a note on your refrigerator. Yep. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the time that we've had. I pray that you bless everyone watching. I know that there's prayers out there that haven't been said yet. I know hearts that have been broken through loss and loved ones. And I know that we all have people in our families that are hurting health wise. And I just pray, Lord, that you lift them up and strengthen them and make them whole again. And a lot of us are still also um, having health issues. So I pray that you heal us completely and make us better again. I thank you for the blessings that you've given Wilma and that you've strengthened her and helped her to get better. I pray, Lord, that you continue to bring her back to what she was so that I can be selfish and spend more time with her, Lord. I thank you for having good friends that I can spend time with and love and talk to and share you with them. And I just, I don't know what I'd do without you. And I just thank you for all that you do. I pray for Nancy's uh, son and daughter-in-law that you'd open their eyes again, Lord. Get them right with you again, Lord. I know that they knew you. I know that they talked to you, but somebody has led them astray, and I pray that you open their eyes again and make them realize that that road is not the way you want them going. That you are there and you do love them. I also pray for um, a good hunting season this year. I pray, Lord, that I can get a buck so I can put him in my, or a doe, put him in my food supply and just bless me with the things that I need to grow here and the things that I need to add on this property to be more self-sufficient and cut the costs of everyday living. I thank you for all that you've done for me so far. And I pray, Lord, that you take this heaviness in my chest away and fill it with light, loving laughter. And I just thank you every day for the things that you do for me. I pray for all the people in their flooding, and I pray that you give them drainage so that they don't have damage of their homes and things. And these insurances are doing everything they can to get out of helping people. So pray, Lord, that those that have gotten flooded are able to get their insurance to take care of their business. They paid into it, they might as well be able to uh, use it. I pray, Lord, that when I get back to Cocoa, that my house is good and dry and doesn't stink no more from that stupid refrigerator freezer thing, whatever it is that went down. I pray, Lord, that we can get everything moved into there instead of into the storage unit. And I've got a week full of things that I've got to accomplish. And I pray, Lord, I can get it all done. In your precious name, Lord, if I've forgotten something, please forgive me. You know what it is. Fulfill that in your name. Amen. Ugh. I'm glad she's doing good. I've been fighting that new variant of C. I think I'm over one day. The next day's got me down again. Oh no. I am so sorry to hear that. I did not know that you were sick. Well, folks, I guess I'm going to call it an evening. I look forward to seeing y'all on Monday if I'm not driving. I will try to get on here and oh, that's cool. Well, in Georgia, it's Wednesday. You guys must be a day ahead of us. So, let's see here. Just pray I get everything moved. I can't afford to keep paying for a unit that I didn't want in the first place, and now she's got a second unit and expecting me to pay for that one too. So I've got to get all that stuff done. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you Monday. Bye now.